Nice of you to drop in. I'm Lexi, I am the Winter Child Witch. I have my tea. And today is going to be a rather different video to the ones I usually do. Purely because I'm not going to be making anything while I talk at you. This is going to be a chatty video, so feel completely free to just chuck this on and go do whatever you need to do. Because I'm going to be talking at you for hopefully not too terribly long. There's just something that I have heard being asked, or read being asked a lot in various forums and online chat rooms and Facebook groups and social media in general, which is the title of this video: what kind of witch am I? Now, this question is mainly asked, understandably, I might add, from new witches, young witches. Some like to call themselves baby witches. I really don't like that term, don't ask me why, it just sits wrong. What kind of witch am I? Now, counter question. Why is that so important? So you've just realized that you are, or come to the conclusion or decided that you are a witch, and you have a plethora of information, of people's opinions, people's advice, books, all the information to process. And the first question you kind of come up with is, what kind of witch am I? Now, I get that to a degree. Started out about 15, probably closer to 20 years ago. That was pre-Facebook, pre-internet, pre-social media thing. And when I did the research with the little limited resources that were available at the time, that wasn't a thing. Really wasn't a thing. So if you want to sort of like determine what kind of witch you are, don't start off with it. You may well regret that down the line, because we do tend to brand ourselves, so to speak, with certain aesthetics or certain phrases or certain, we just tend to, we want to portray a certain image to the world, and that image tends to stick with us, and it's really, really hard to get rid of. So before you decide that you are a hedge witch, do your research, practice for a while, get to know the craft, get to know what you really vibe with. I know that is such an overused word, but what you really sort of like, what you click with, what you really enjoy in terms of the craft. Do you enjoy candle magic? Do you enjoy making your own sigils? Do you enjoy cooking and kitchen magic? Do you, like all that kind of thing? Practice for a few months. Check out what really sort of like, what you really sort of agree with and what really sort of makes you happy in terms of your practice. And once you've come to a conclusion in terms of you feel really sort of like settled with this for now, because I can guarantee you, whatever you decide on to settle with right now at this moment in time is bound to change over the course of your practice, as your practice evolves and grows, as your surroundings evolve and grow or change, or like you might move, and you might move to the seaside if you don't already live there, and you might decide that, oh, instead of like green witchery, like sea witch kind of path is now more appropriate for you. It's all these little things. So yeah, cover your basics, read, ask questions of other practitioners. Check out the Witch of Wonderlust if you're not already following her on YouTube. Genuinely, she has super, super, super good information on like sort of all sorts, and I don't think anybody who is a down-to-earth practitioner can stress enough that you should sort of, the one and only thing in witchcraft is that you sort of listen to yourself and listen to your gut and listen to your intuition. And don't let yourself be pushed into anything from anyone or for any reason. Any reason. I know it's kind of scary at the moment out there. The world is kind of crazy. But before you go out there and label yourself, other people are going to label you anyway. But before you go and label yourself immediately, and then maybe in a few weeks or months' time regret that label for whatever reason, keep it mellow, keep it chill, and practice for a while and then see what you really enjoy and what you really want. And I'll give you a little tidbit here. Like I said, I've been practicing on and off at varying degrees of intensity for probably closer to 20 years. And I have only very recently, within the last few months, actually labeled myself as a cottage/kitchen witch. Now, I still haven't really found a satisfactory distinction between those two. If any of you know an actual accurate distinction, please let me know in the comments. But yeah, been practicing for a long time, and I've literally only just labeled myself as a cottage witch, because that's what I do, really. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on getting started and not labeling yourself too soon. Because I also think that sort of if you give yourself a label, you kind of box in your subconscious to sort of if you say, "Oh, I'd like to branch out," your subconscious goes no, but you can't. Not even intentionally or something, but just the subconscious is a weird little thing. So yeah, like I said, my 2 cents. If you agree, great. If you don't agree, maybe give you something to think about. I'm going to do the weird little YouTube thing and say, if you like this video, please feel free to like and subscribe. I'm gonna play around with content on this channel a little bit because I really don't know where this is going to be going. And I hope the next video will be about baking, because I've just perfected a recipe and can't wait to share it with you guys. So stay level-headed, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.